So I'm showing you how to use repetition. So what are the three elements of computer programming structure? Yeah.
Input, function, output.
Yeah, that's three elements of computer programming. What is the three different structures?
Sequence,
Repetition and conditioner. Yes. So you probably know what is sequence, right? Just function after function after function. And repetition probably you already exercised enough, so probably you know well. I'm just repeating and just wrap it up. So repetition is here, and then probably we need start and probably end. So this is basically the repetition structure. And what we want to repeat, actually, that's the question. So what I want to do, so let's say we have a point here which has x and y, and we draw it this one here. So this one probably x plus some width and y plus 0 here, and probably we'll repeat this one. And I want to introduce how to use a random function too. So I want to repeat to draw a line. So how can I do that? So simply pen down and pen up. Between pen down and pen up, I simply go to x and y, go to x and y. So the first one, this one is start point, and the second one is actually the second point. So quite so far clear, isn't it? Nothing unusual. And then we are going to use variable. How to use variable? So simply make a variable. I say x, and another variable which is y, and probably some width. And then before I'm going to use width, by default, Scratch give 0 value for your variables. So that's why it is all 0 here. But this one set width, this one is a function that gives you a first variable. So I set this one x, and this one y, and this one width. Probably 0, 0, y, and 0, 0, 0, or 0, 0, 0. And probably width, I'm giving probably value 100 so far. And then I'm just simply going to use x and y. And next one, what should be? We kind of add something on top of that. So I'm using operator. I simply add two value and probably another value. And then simply using this one x plus width and y plus width. So if I draw this one, what will be the result look like? Where this go? So without really running the code, how can we know what will happen? What should we draw to understand repetition? Yeah, it's Labor Day. You have a right to forget everything. To understand repetition, draw a table. So here, x and y and width. How many it will repeat? 10 times. So 1, 2, 3 to 10. What is the value at the beginning? X? 0. Because I set it as 0. Is it clear to see? I will make it bigger. What is the value of y?
0.
0. What is the width? 100. So for the 10 times there will be, the values are all the same, right? So if I draw it, it will draw a line, but probably 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300. So probably we need to change some value. So this one change width, I will place it here, and I also change value after that. So I change x by 10 and change y 10. And probably I need to clean up at the beginning. So what this will do, yes, I already generated. But let's check about the values inside. So at the beginning, what is the value of x?
0.
0. Y? 0. And width is 100. What is the second value of x? 10. And 10. Width? 100. What is third value? 20 and 20. 100. So you now see that what is the value of it, right? And then if I draw it, it'll draw something like this. What caused this drawing? This one is that on previous code, probably the scratch was kind of stayed here. So to prevent this drawing, I think at the beginning I will do one more time. Go to X and Y one more time. So it's kind of sending it to default position. So if I'm running it, it just draw this line. So what if I change width here then? Also width by -1. What this will draw? Probably the same, just but a little bit small portion. So not so great drawing. So I will add one more, which is probably go to what is one more? Probably in X, and probably just 0. So if I run it, a little bit interesting. So after drawing it, it goes down. Draw it goes down. Draw goes down. So simply this is repetition. And probably this one is probably the most popular way of how to write code. And then I'm kind of introducing a new concept called refactoring. Refactoring is maintaining its function but improve the code so you can understand it better. Actually, here I'm repeating the same thing. So first of all, I'm going to use block. So first of all, the first process, I called it prepare variables. And then this one I located next to it. And I place everything inside here and placing prepare variable. So this code will do the same thing, but this one is kind of much easier to understand. And the next one, I'll call it draw a line. And then I place everything underneath it. And then I place draw line here. So doing the same thing but different code. So this one is what is the name of this kind of code in the left? Which shows the algorithm of the program. What is the name of it? Yes, it shows the sequence of program. What is the name of it? It is basically it is a plan of our code.
Short code or high something?
Yeah, you're almost there. It's called skeletal code. It's the structure of the code. So, but actually then the change, should I place change underneath the draw a line? Because this one is draw a line, but this one is update variable. So instead of placing this one underneath the draw line, I'll make another block called update variables. And then I place this part here, so it's more clear in terms of meaning. And I place this one after draw line. So what this code will do is prepare variables using here using set, and then repeatedly for 10 times it'll draw a line and update variables. It'll draw a line and update variables. So is it much visually clear, isn't it? So let's do something interesting. I will just stop it here.